Facebook Live. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're live in YouTube now. So let's just wait for other guys to come in. Hi. So good afternoon. Joining from Mandaluyong City, Lester Diampok. Hello, Lester. Welcome to the Future of Business webinar. We're still going to wait a few more minutes, around 10 minutes before we start everything. Revelation Katan. Good afternoon po from Pasig City. Good afternoon to you also. OSEM from Malabon City. Good afternoon to you also. Maghintay lang tayo ng konti kasi hindi pa 3 p.m. Kailangan natin hintayin yung mga ibang participants to join us, no? Okay. Daniel, good afternoon from Navota City. Good afternoon to you also. Welcome to the Future of Business. Okay. Miss Ruby Gan is here. I am honored. Hello, hello. Okay, good afternoon. Joining from Cebu, Kevin Bono. Jessica Jasmine, hi. We can't hear anything. I think you have to unmute or fix your audio because we're hearing people naman. Is everyone hearing me properly? Kung okay naman yung audio natin. Ayun, rinig naman ako. Okay, good. Sige. So, nandito na si Mr. Del Carmen, yung ating expert. Si Mr. Jeff from Last Mile is here na rin. Si Michelle and Kendra is here, our experts from Ava Online Group. Okay, hello Fatima. Vasquez, good afternoon. Okay. So, wait lang tayo ha, hindi pa 3 p.m. Okay na, thanks. Good. Good job. Okay. Loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. To advise everyone, si Lance and Upal, our intern, is in the chats right now. So if you have any questions about Cavalry, Last Mile, and Paymongo, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Okay. A few more minutes, 6 minutes na lang. Okay. Okay. Hi, hello, good day. Chris Mar Alejandro, good day, good afternoon. FL Portes, good afternoon. Okay, sige. Sino pa ang nagjo-join dyan? So yung mga viewers natin dyan who are joining us today, send something on the chat so we know you're here, you're alive, no? buhay tayo. Okay. Okay. Dazzling Gazer, good afternoon. Wow, what a name, no? Okay. Sige. 5 minutes na lang. We'll begin na. So, settle na kayo. Get ready with your notebooks kasi marami kaming terms na itatapon sa inyo, no? It's best to write this down or kung gusto niyo i-record, no? Watching from Makati City. Okay, great. Good afternoon, everyone. JJ, Moises, Daniel Kiwa, hello. Good afternoon to you. I'm hoping everyone is ready to learn. Take notes down. Medyo mabigat yung usapan natin today, ha? Okay. Keshia Fraser, good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon kay Nejeros Paloay. Okay. May mga in-invite tayo sa Cebu City and sa Iloilo City kung meron diyan. Mag-chat na kayo para makita ko kayo. Georgia Lagat, good afternoon. Hello, Georgia. Okay, handaan niyo na yung mga notebooks niyo kasi madami tayong isusulat ngayon. From Taguig City. Okay. Las Piñas, Chris Mar Alejandro. Okay. Good afternoon, keep safe. Good. Everyone should stay at home, ha? That's why we're discussing this kasi gusto natin to keep safe. Everyone is staying at home and to also help improve the lives of Filipinos kasi everyone is depending on going out to the grocery. Kung pwede naman i-deliver na lang. That's why we're talking about e-commerce today. Okay. Rona, good afternoon from Sampaloc, Manila. Hello, good afternoon to you. Okay. 3 minutes na lang. No? 3 p.m. na. Okay, malapit na. So may 60 viewers na. 60 viewers, kung nandiyan kayo, get ready with your pens and notebooks, pens and papers. Okay, we'll start with the presentation in a bit. Okay. Good afternoon from Pasay City, Polly P. Great. Ano po yung mga businesses natin? I-chat nyo po yung mga businesses nyo. Or kung wala pa kayong businesses, we can help you out, no? You can visit our website at cavalrydigital.com and you can check out the services that we offer there because we can help you build your own e-commerce platform kung hindi pa kayo marunong after this, no? Pero hopefully, at least may idea na kayo kung paano mag-build ng businesses online. Okay. San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Good afternoon from Ate Mayeng. Hello, Ate Mayeng. Ano po business natin, Ate Mayeng? And then from Pasig, Gazelle Ardivilla. Okay, great. Attendance, please. Fritz GG. Okay, good. From Pasig, Jacqueline Mahinay. Okay. How many minutes more? 2 minutes na lang. Malapit na. Okay. I do sneaker customs and slight restorations. Okay, Kevin, you will benefit from this kung wala ka pang online platform. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask us on how to do business. We've also received an overwhelming number of questions. We actually have around 400 questions and hindi namin masasagot to lahat. So, Lance, please share where people can join on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, no? Yung Facebook group namin, nagre-reply kami doon every now and then kung ano yung mga questions nyo kasi hindi natin masasagot lahat ng questions. Very limited yung time, no? So pinili lang namin yung mga medyo hard-hitting, mahirap na questions so our experts can answer it. Okay, yan. Rachel Ann Bondok, Construction Services. Okay, Rachel, join our group. Our intern will post the link on the chat soon. Okay. Good afternoon po. Joining from Makati City. Okay. Eliza. Lizette Ramos. Retail business. That's good. Sa clothes ba yan? Or nagbebenta ka ng mga bags? Edmond Ochoa. Good afternoon to you. Okay. Great. Okay. 1 more minute. Okay. 3 o'clock na. Ready? Okay. So we'll begin. Welcome to the Future of Business, hosted by Cavalry Digital. We help empower businesses through digital technology and multimedia experiences. Okay. So, i-present ko lang yung slide natin. Yan. Welcome to our presentation. So, let's introduce first our first speaker. Sorry. Hello?
It's not presenting.
Which one? On YouTube?
No, like your presentation's not on the screen.
It's here. Okay, so our first speaker is Josh from Paymongo. Josh, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hey guys, I'm Josh from Paymongo. I'm part of the growth team. I usually handle merchant acquisition, but I also double hat on other aspects of the growth.
Okay, and our next speaker is Jeff from LastMile.Ph. Can you introduce yourself, Jeff, and what you do?
Paymongo. I'm part of the growth.
Sorry, LastMile.
Merchant acquisition, but I also double hat on other aspects of the growth.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff. Sorry, I wasn't me. So I'm actually the co-founder and head of business for LastMile. So I'm actually one of those who want to actually create to think of like what solutions we need to offer to the users of our platform. So what we do is like we solve the pain in logistics, and for business we'll actually make use of the services and operate the services as well. Hi everyone.
Okay, great. And we have our next participant, participant tuloy, speaker, si Mr. Galo del Carmen from Terry S.A or Havianas, Philippines. Hi, Galo. Can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Hi, everyone. So my name is Galo del Carmen. I'm the head of digital marketing for Terry S.A, the distributor of Havianas, Philippines. If you probably seen our ads recently on Facebook, that's my team's fault. I'm very sorry about that, but we hope you bought something. So I'll be talking about how we could actually use Facebook, Google, and all types of digital marketing, so that once you have your website up or once you've made your presence known, how do you get people to start buying on your website?
Okay, great. And then we have Kendra from Cavalry Digital. Can you introduce yourself, Kendra?
Hi everyone. So my name is Kendra. I am the content strategist for Cavalry Digital. So anything related to content and what you want to put out for your brand, you can ask me anytime you want the meeting. I currently work with content creation such as visuals or copywriting for Cavalry Digital.
Okay. Our next is Michelle from Ava.ph, our brand manager. So medyo sikat to sa e-commerce kasi fashion designer din siya. Introduce yourself, Michelle.
Hi guys, I'm Michelle. So I currently handle Ava.ph. So I handle the brands, and we also create collections for exclusive brands. Yeah.
Okay, so is that everyone? Meron pa. Okay, there's me. Okay, I'm Patrick. I am from Ava Online Group, which manages Ava.ph. I'm an e-commerce enabler, and I help businesses or people to build their online platforms. No? So if you have any questions, you can ask and direct a question to us. Okay? So before we begin this whole presentation that we have here, I would like to ask everyone to donate. No, I'd like to ask everyone to donate for our frontliners. So, ang Ava.ph is doing a CSR program, and if you go to our website, there's a donate button there where you can click and donate a certain amount. So you just go to ava.ph, you click donate to frontliners, tapos we'll be collecting those and sending it out to our partners. And our partners are there. No? You can see kung sino yung recipients. So, okay, here's the first question from Sherilyn Marie L. Perez. Is it okay to start a business during this pandemic? And we'll be answering this question. Yes, of course. but what are the implications, no? So how do you filter audience in Facebook and Instagram? Okay, isa pang question to from Dior D. Okay, how do we do marketing on Facebook and Instagram? Okay, should I pay for social media ads? What are the strategies and tools from Justin Sazon? Okay, ito pa. Elizabeth Liego, given the limited movement, resources, and not so stable internet connection, and to some limited availability, what are the possible ways that would work in the given scenario? Okay, so we'll be answering all of these questions in a while. Okay, so marami tayong questions na daanan. Okay. So here is the future of business. Okay, there you go. We're here now. How to succeed in the digital economy. Okay, so first, Kendra will explain to you a snapshot of what we'll discuss for the whole session this afternoon.
Okay, so a quick snapshot of what things we will need to know before we start is the basic jargon that we might come across while we're discussing things. So we'll come across words like SaaS, which is software as a service. So these are platforms such as Shopify, Magento, and WooCommerce, where people would set up their online shops. Then we have the word platform, which is what the SaaS is, and it's where you run softwares and applications for your shop that you need. Then we have the word plugins, which are apps for these platforms. And we have payment gateways, which is a feature that e-commerce platforms now use, which are things like PayPal, Paymaya, and Paymongo.
Okay. So I hope everyone got that. Write it down. Okay. So since everyone got that na, I'm going to move on to the next slide. Screen cap nyo na lang if you're on your phone. No? Okay, watching from Singapore, our founder, Oliver Segovia, is watching from Singapore. So hello, good afternoon to you. Okay, let's move on. Okay. So for this endeavor that we're doing right now, we want to be specific, no? Kasi we want to do online business, but we want to do it the right way. So one of the specific goals that we want to achieve here is to innovate for the future and reevaluate old practices. This means that we have to check those old practices, put them in line. So this can be in any industry, no? So sabihin natin sa energy industry, it's solar technology. For a lot of our retailers, baka we can practice zero waste alternatives, right? And then we want to prioritize safety and health, okay? Because safety and health is important. If people are getting sick because we're opening traditional markets, no, pumupunta tayo sa stores, sa grocery instead of having deliveries, it's gonna burden the medical system. So we want to avoid that. No, we want to help our fellow Filipinos. Number 3, we want to succeed in the digital economy. So a lot of people have been asking questions. How do we do business online? And if you still don't have an idea, that's why we're doing this, right? We want you to be empowered, okay? And number 4, bring value. Okay, we can sell online in social media, in Facebook and Instagram and all of that, but not necessarily scalable. Meaning nun, hindi siya efficient for your business. Yung, lalo na if you are a food business who's booking a lot of deliveries, paano kung isa lang yung phone mo at isa lang yung Grab mo? Diba? Paano natin masusolusyonan yun? And Jeff from Last Mile will discuss how we can do multiple deliveries in one go. The same day delivery pa. Okay? So we'll have that. Okay. Next. Why do we need to transform? It's very important to transform. Why? Because we want to grow business, okay, online. It's much faster. It's much cheaper. Walang overhead, meaning nun, wala kang binabayarang kuryente. Okay? And then we want to be results-driven since may technology tayo to actually measure the stuff we're doing online. Mas madaling makuha ng results, and act on it. No? And then number 3, may flexibility and convenience in technology na pag-uusapan ni Jeff and ni Josh today. Okay? So this can be for a single proprietor, okay, or someone with me, like a small business who can use certain technology and tools online to help me run my business at home, at the convenience of my home. So what is the new normal? Okay? Recovering from COVID-19. Matagal pa to. So recovering from COVID-19, that's gonna take us 2 years to 5 years, depending if they come up with a vaccine. And when they do come out with the vaccine, hindi pa yan madidistribute instantly. So we have to prepare right now our businesses para hindi malugi. Okay? And we can do that by doing it online. So Kendra, we have here yung fears. Okay. Can you explain to us kung ano tong mga fears that we are struggling right now?
Okay, so there's a running misconception with e-commerce that it's only for the tech-savvy people out there. But the truth is that a lot of these platforms like Shopify actually makes e-commerce a lot more accessible to the regular person. And it makes being a one-man team be so much more possible. On the basis that it's too complicated, it's actually not as complicated as you think. And all it takes is just a time for you to actually sit down and understand how the platform works. A lot of people also think that it takes a whole team or a whole department to actually do an e-commerce business, and that it's not applicable for them because they're just an SME. But actually, the reason why these platforms actually were put up were because they wanted to serve the SME community. And like I said, e-commerce is not confusing or complicated at all. It really just takes time for you to just learn the platform and then adapt your operations to it. But it will definitely give you the best amount of returns for your efforts. So, yeah.
So that's the fears, no? So, syempre, may mga common problems na face yung mga SMEs and small businesses, right? One of them is tracking and managing inventory, di ba? So kung may gamit kayo, paano natin i-manage to? And then, how do we manage orders? Sabihin natin, sige, may 1 or 2 orders ka dyan. Paano kung yung business mo, may 10 orders na at the same day, right? It's going to be hard for us to manage that, di ba? And then, magbubook ka ng Grab mo and then isa lang yung telepono mo. So, paano mo gagawin yung multiple orders in one day, right? Refunding. Paano tayo magre-refund instantly? Paano kung, nag-send siya sa PayPal tapos wala kang way to refund? We have a solution for that. And then, yung capturing, processing payments online safely. So, a lot of people, they do GCash. Ano pa ba yung mga different methods, Kendra? GCash, PayPal, Paymongo. So we can help you, install all of these on your platform. Right? Capturing payments is hard if you don't know how to do it, and that's why we're here to help you. No? We want to also help you with managing and tracking customer information. A lot of informal sellers have a hard time of keeping track of their customers. Sometimes they'll just process them, tapos wala nang resale, wala nang returning customers. So what we want to have here is people to come back to our business and have a steady supply. How do I market my products and services online? So Galo Del Carmen will explain that to you in a bit. Promoting ads to the right people. So, what is the best platform for business to thrive these days? According to Jerwin M. Ortega sa question na to, na tinanong niya, ano ba? So, ito na. Ito yung best platforms. Okay? Ito yung mga platforms na gagamitin natin. Okay? So, in the e-commerce industry or in the e-commerce world, there are programs, platforms that you can use online to do business. Okay? This is Shopify. This is Magento, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce. In Shopify, it's Canadian SAS platform. Magento, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce are the other 3, which are not as popular. So if you're asking me what's the best platform, we're going for Shopify. According to this according to this chart, you can see here, no, from 2015 to 2018, you can already see that Shopify has been gaining ground. So it's the most popular platform around, right? And if you're trying to decide what kind of platform you want to get into, you should check out Shopify. Google nyo lang, ano yung Shopify? So you have a basic idea. But from this side, Michelle will now explain, okay, kung ano yung Shopify na ito. Ano ba tong Shopify na to? Saan ba to nakukuha? Okay? Let's check it out. Okay, first, syempre may cost, no? We want to discuss it. May nagtatanong, gano'ng kamahal ba magtayo ng business online? Okay, for when you get into the Shopify platform, ito yung rates. Right? Yung rates, $13, $54, $107. Kung hindi nyo ma-convert to ngayon, may conversion ako sa baba, okay? So kung sole proprietor ka sa bahay, you know, you're a single mom and you want to support your family, or you want to do business, and mag-isa ka lang, you can do the most basic Shopify na $13 a month. Or that's 3.5 Starbucks ventis. Okay? Kaway-kaway tayo dyan yung mga nagsa-Starbucks dyan. 650 a month lang yun. So imagine mo, may negosyo ka nang tumatakbo online. Okay? And then, if you're a bigger business who has inventory or stock room, you know, you can take the one in the middle, yung $54 a month. So that's a Starbucks every 2 days, no? That's 15 Starbucks ventis in a month. Okay? And if you're a bigger business, something like Conti's, no, or something like National Bookstore, or even you know, your local bakery na maraming ano ba yun, local bakery natin, Goldilocks, di ba? Na maraming mga branches to control, you can use the advanced Shopify, and that's only 5,000 pesos. So kung malaki na yung operation mo, for sure, afford mo na to, a month's worth of Starbucks pa kung you have, you know, higher purchasing power and you have a lot of savings to put capital into your business, no? So next, ano ba dapat ang proper e-commerce system? So your proper e-commerce system should be able to capture payments in multiple methods safely, via credit card, bank deposit, GCash, COD, kung ano man yan. Yung platform mo should actually have a catalog so people don't keep asking, sir, magkano to? What's the color available and all of that? So makikita mo na dapat to in your platform. Okay? No more informal selling din. Wala na yung PME scheme na yan. Okay? Wala nang, sir, available pa ba tong produkto na to? Okay? So wala na yan. And then transparent and honest because you can see all the prices. No? And DTI actually requires you, lalo na if it's an essential good, requires you to show how much the prices are, because we don't want to be overpricing something that doesn't really be in that price range, right? And of course, social media is not e-commerce, because social media is social media. It's a channel to amplify your brand, okay? So, but that doesn't mean, no, that you can't do transactions on social media, Facebook or Instagram. No, we have solutions for that. No, and Paymongo will discuss that after. So we have to define the types of sellers online. Okay, where do you fall? Okay, am I a formal seller or I want to be an informal seller? Syempre, we want to be a formal seller because people can trust us better with our brand, right? So ang formal sellers natin has a proper catalog nga, has proper product descriptions, has a checkout process, you know, meron siyang FAQs, yung tinatawag nating frequently asked questions. So kung may mga tanong na nire-receive or may mga tanong ka about the business, usually may listahan yan na nasagot na. Okay? And then, of course, may return policies. Sabihin natin, gusto mo mag-return ng isang item. Itong return policies na to naka-indicate na sa website. Okay? Para transparent tayo. And then may management and tracking, which is important because we want to tell our customers, hey, don't worry about it because my tracking number sa LBC, we can give it to you. Diba? So hindi ka na magtatanong, nasaan na yung aking parcel, nasaan na yung aking delivery. No? And of course, it's well planned and it's a great business. Diba? So it's formalized. Then you have your informal sellers. Ito yung mga nakikita natin sa Facebook, puro text lang tayo here, you know, messenger lang. There's no clear payment method, so hindi natin matatrust. Baka, you know, takbuhan ako ng seller na to, hindi ko sure, no? And then of course, wala silang FAQs and may mga policy. So paano kung bulok yung pinadala niya sa aking prutas? Kaya ko bang ibalik to? Diba? Limited payment methods, GCash lang available or minsan COD lang or bank deposit, diba? Mahirap 'yun. And then, limited payment methods, di ba? No tracking services. Paano mo itatrack? Sir, nandiyan na po yung parcel nyo. Saan? Hindi natin alam. And then, hindi siya planado. So, hindi siya magandang business. It's a poor business. But we're here to improve that for you. Okay? So, your proper e-commerce platform, you should be able to manage your inventory, number one. Number two, may CMS ka o tinatawag natin customer management system. Okay, you're able to collect the address, the contact numbers of your buyers. Okay, may buyer history ka din. May order and fulfillment system ka. So malalaman mo kung paid or unpaid or fulfilled or unfulfilled na yung order mo. May features like giving discount. So may mga codes na pwede mong i-type in, right? Na during checkout process can give you like, 15% off, type this code in. Or may free shipping, right? And then, offer multiple payment methods. Very important, okay? Because we want to offer everyone, okay, for people who can only afford a COD process to people who can do credit cards. We want to offer all types of payments. Okay, now we're discussing inventory management, CMS, and order fulfillment. So Michelle, will now present to you a very basic, overview of what an inventory system, customer system, or an order fulfillment system is. Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, so today I'll do a live demo. So I'll switch to my desktop.
Okay, there. So can everyone see that? Okay. So ayan na po yung ating, ano to, Michelle? What are we seeing here?
So hi guys, I'm gonna walk you through the basic features of an online store. And today we'll be using Shopify. So to start, we have your admin dashboard on your left. And for the inventory management, we'll proceed to your products page. So here you can upload your products you'd like to be shown on your website. Also through this page, you can also edit the details of your products, like here you can see, you can edit the title, the description, also the product photos, you have the price and quantity. Okay, let's go back to your products page. Also through this page, you can edit the details, like the visibility. So you can select the products you'd like to be hidden or published on your website. So next we have your collections page. A collection allows you to organize products by group. So for example, you can have a collection for your sale items or your new arrivals. You can also categorize your product by product type, like jackets, something like that. Next, we have your customer page. This will show you the given information of your customers, like the addresses, the contact details, and buyer history. Like you can see how many orders they've already placed on your website. And you can also check the total amount spent on your website. Okay, next, so we have orders. Here's your orders page. As you can see, first we have the order number. Next is the purchase date. Then the customer name. Then the total amount spent on that order. You can also check whether the payment has been sent or like if it's still pending. If it's fulfilled or pending for delivery. So you can see the updates here.
Okay.
Through
Michelle,
this page, you can also...
So Michelle,
yes.
Can you tell us kung bakit yung iba unfulfilled tapos yung iba pending? Bakit may mga ganyan?
So for this one, for example, etong pending, maybe the customer opt for bank deposit or cash on delivery, something like that, because we have multiple payment options for our orders. Then once it's paid, you get to decide whether the order is ready to be delivered, if it's like if the items are on hand or not yet. So you can update the fulfillment status here. So Yeah. So aside from that, you can also place the order manually for your customers. For example, you receive an order via phone, or like someone who's not tech savvy wants to order on your website but doesn't know how to place an order. So you can do it for them manually here. So there. So another feature is that your website has is the discount code generator. So here you can create discount codes when you're running a promotion or like setting up loyalty programs for your customers, which can help boost it. So for example, for this one, we have the code June free shipping. So it applies to orders with a minimum purchase of 1,000 for customers in the Philippines. So they can use this one time.
I see.
So something like to create discount.
I see. So you can control kung kailan mag-e-end, magsa-start yung discount. Pwede ka rin mag-indicate kung sino lang applicable tong mga customers na to.
Yes. So you can change the settings for that. You can have it scheduled, or like you can activate it. You have the options to do that here.
I see. Okay, that's a good idea, no? So ngayon, pag nag-promote na tayo sa Facebook or sa Instagram, pwede mo nang sabihin, hey, followers or customers, use this June free shipping code on checkout, and pwede mo nang bigyan ng free shipping yung yung customers mo. So maganda 'yon pang-promote ng item. And you can limit this to 5 free shipping. So yung first 5 buyers mo get free shipping, pwede mong gawin 'yon. Or first 100 customers mo get 50% off, pwede mong gawin 'yon. You know? So very useful siya. Okay, what else are you gonna discuss to us, Michelle?
We'll go back to the slides, so I'll stop sharing the demo.
Okay. Sige, balik na tayo sa slides. So, did everyone get that? Okay. May mga questions kayo, just hit us up. We'll answer it after everything. No, we'll just go through all of this. Okay. So ito nga, may other features nga na pwedeng gamitin. Dapat and hindi lang discount, no. Pwede tayo mag-install yung sinasabi kong third party na parang third party na apps, no. Pwede mong gawin 'yon. Tapos yun, pwede ka mag-install ng kung kahit anong gusto mo. Kung shipping business ba yan, kung what do you call this, kung delivery services ba yan, na geolocated, pwede mong installan ng plugin yun. Okay? So, Michelle, can you discuss naman itong multiple payment methods natin? Ano tong multiple payment methods na to? Can you show us kung how you can transact online? Kung ano itong multiple payments method na to?
Yeah, for that, it differs from like different websites. Pero it's best if you offer multiple payments for your customers. Like it may include credit card or debit card. We also have PayPal, cash on delivery, and bank deposit. So it's best to have like multiple options for them.
Can you show us how this works? Can you show us like a sample of how you buy online?
Yeah. So we can go back to the slide. It's already on the slide.
Okay, let me... Sige. Ito ba? Saan tayo? Which slide, Michelle?
It's under multiple payment options. I think 37, slide 37.
Wait, hanapin natin. Daming... Can you share na lang the ano? Okay.
Can you see it?
No, we can't see your screen. You're not sharing yata.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Ang dami na nagtatanong. Okay, so our cavalry team is there to answer questions for anyone who is in the chat right now. So we'll discuss later more about your questions, no? So multiple payment methods. Sige, Michelle, go ahead.
So here's a sample from our website from ava.ph. So right now we have payment options for PayPal, So this includes major credit cards, and we also have cash on delivery and bank deposit. So that's what it shows the customers. So it has multiple payment options on the website.
Okay. So it's important, no, na we can offer this to a lot of people. It's also important that you guys know kung ano yung mga different areas na dapat alagaan nyo in your business, no? So, one, your e-commerce team or you, kasi ako, I can do it on my own then, I can do it at home. You should be able to handle marketing. Okay? Ano yung marketing? You have to amplify your business and your products online. Okay? Two, yung inventory management. So, dapat yung inventory mo organized online para mahanap agad ng tao. Right? So, kung beauty seller ka ng mga items, pwede mong i-categorize yan. Moisturizer ba yan? Or foundation ba yan? Or something, right? Or logistics personnel. Yung logistics personnel mo, this can be you or someone else, handles the delivery and the distribution of your products. Okay? Number 4, yung customer management personnel mo. So pag may mga inquiries, sir, nasaan na yung mga order ko? Nasaan na yung mga parcel ko? Saan yung delivery ko right now? Someone has to manage this for you. So this can be you and this can be someone else. No? If you're a bigger business with bigger capital, with more people to hire, you should be able to handle these 4 areas. But if you're a small entrepreneur only and single ka lang, proprietor, you should learn all these 4 key areas. Right? Kasi you cannot operate a business kung hindi mo alam to. If you don't know and you'd like to know more, you can hit us up in the chat. We'll give you our website or our group. Join it. No? Our intern will share our Facebook group where you can post your questions there. Okay. Next. So, kailangan natin magbayad or kailangan yung customers natin magbayad online. Okay? And historically, there are a few payment gateways ang tinatawag natin to capture our payments safely online or customers' payments safely online. So originally, there's Paymaya. Okay? This originated in the United States. Next, yung nagbukas here in the Philippines, everyone's very familiar about Paymaya na. And then, yung pinakabagong startup that I think does the payments system very well because lahat, kinoconsider nila, GCash, 7-Eleven transactions, bank deposits, all, no, credit card transactions, kaya nilang i-accept. Then syempre ngayon si mga tao kasi may mga Union Bank accounts na 0 peso saving accounts na maintaining balance. So if you want to use Union Bank, they're still under development. Next month, we're actually going to have a webinar with them to discuss how Union Bank can help you become a fully realized digital business. Okay, so now we're turning to Paymongo. Josh is going to discuss now how Paymongo works. Okay, Paymongo is a payment aggregate. No, it also considers capturing payments online. So Josh, take the mic. You can share na.
All right, happy to. Just want to make sure that my mic volume is clear and sound. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool. So I'll just share my screen and run you guys through a quick presentation. All right, so can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Okay, so just to give a bit of background to where we are now, there was a study by Google last year that the Philippines internet economy will be growing to $25 billion by 2025. So this is actually a 5x growth in a span of 6 years. And not only that, but digital payments in the Philippines grew 10x from 2013 to 2018. So back in 2013, digital payments were 1% of all transactions in the country. Last 2018, it hit 10% of all transactions. Now, BSP to make digital payments 50% or 1 out of every 2 transactions, and also total payment volume by 2023. Now, actually, just to take this statistic is quite outdated. During the COVID ECQ, the head of BSP actually announced that they want to make digital payments 50% of all transactions by the end of the year. So of course, with all intentions aside, it seems that digital payments is definitely on the rise. But did you guys know that 1 out of every 4 customers cancel a payment because of a confusing or a long checkout experience? So there are lots of actual some payment gateways locally that I could show here as an example of what we believe to be sort of bad customer payment experiences. So here you have an example of a huge drop-down menu. If I'm the customer and I just need to select payment method here, it's not so easy to navigate on, right? So that's not the best experience for the customer. On top of that, you have other payment gateways that have too many steps, too many redirections. Like for example, if we follow step 1, I select the payment method, then I have to go outside of my website or outside of the merchant's website to select the payment method again. And then in step 3, I can finally put in my card information. But there's also some unnecessary info here that the customer doesn't really, the customer probably doesn't even care about, like payment reference number, order ID. At the end of the day, the customer just wants to put in their card details and complete the transaction, right? On top of that, some payment gateways have some complex setups. Maybe you need to apply as a credit card merchant to the bank. Maybe you need to pay some set 30,000 pesos to 40,000 just to get started. Just so many barriers to just getting paid. So it couldn't be that complicated, right? So in Paymongo, we believe that customers deserve the most seamless payment experience. We also believe that businesses of all sizes should be able to easily accept payments to grow their business. So in Paymongo, we provide modern payments for forward-thinking businesses. So we serve businesses of all sizes, including enterprises as well, such as Beauty Manila, the Moment Group, Shakey's, and other industries as well, like Poundit in the consumer retail, electronics industry. Even real estate, it's not mentioned here, like DMCI Homes, and several more. So we have over about 15,000 merchants and growing. And right now, these are the payment methods that we can provide you. So we have Visa, MasterCard, GCash, GrabPay. We also support coins, the e-wallet, and also over-the-counter 11, M. and one that was not mentioned here is Havianas as well. So I'll quickly run you guys through some of the products that you guys can use with Paymongo to accept payments. So we have our payment links, and we also have our APIs. So I'll start with the payment link. Nowadays, a lot of people are selling on social media, on Viber, even just by call. And so this product allows you to accept payments without a website. So it's a pretty simple 2-step process to create a link for a one-time transaction. So I'm just gonna go here to my browser and show you guys how that works. All right, so I'm here on our homepage. Basically, you can just get started here for free. By the way, we don't really charge any setup fees, monthly fees whatsoever. And it's really fast to sign up with us. But I'm just gonna log into my demo account here. All right. So once you sign up via email and you confirm it, you'll be led to this page. Now, it's a simple process to just activate your account and get started with us. It only takes 5 steps. But even before you activate your account, you can already start trying out our links product. So I'm just gonna go here to links. Now, let's give an example that, let's say you're talking to a customer on Viber or on Facebook. Let's say you're selling fruits and the customer is ready to place an order. So me as the merchant, I'm just gonna go to my Paymongo dashboard and create a link here on the right side. So let's say I have to charge the customer 500 pesos for fruits and vegetables. So I'm just going to create the link here. And so once that link is created, I'm just going to copy paste this and send it to the chat window where I'm talking to the customer. So when the customer opens the link, this is what they're going to see. So on the top left here on the header, it will show the organization name of your company or your business. It will also show the description that you put here and also the amount. And so let's say the customer wants to pay via credit or debit card. So I'm just going to put in my details here. Let's just put some random information first. And then I'll hit next, next again. Okay, so let's say I'm going to put in my MasterCard, or if I'm going to put in my Visa. So after completing all the information here, I'm just going to hit pay, and I'm just going to put in my one-time PIN code to be sent from my issuing bank, and then that would complete the transaction. So it's that simple. So that's how our payment links work. So I'll be talking to you about also another product that we have. So I'll just go back here to presentation. So this is we can also support if you're planning to like build a website from scratch, or if you're planning to launch an app. We also have our APIs which integrate payment options for it. And what really separates our APIs from others is that we believe that developers or software engineers be able to integrate to their product or to their platform as easy as possible. So based on the experience of our merchants, they're actually able to integrate Paymongo's payment options like Visa, MasterCard, GCash, and GrabPay, even as fast as 1 to 2 days, as compared to other payment gateways that take weeks, months, and it's really going to take so much time for you and so much cost as well. And it just is not that simple to implement. So for better appreciation, I'd like to share with you some of our examples or some of our clients that have integrated Paymongo. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with this brand. This is Sunny Specs. They just launched their Sunny Specs optical website where you can order prescription glasses or non-prescription glasses as well. So I'm just going to jump here into the checkout. And so I already put product into my cart. So I'm just going to check out here. Now I'm just going to put in some random information again. All right. So I'm just going to select credit card here, right? And then I'll hit continue. Now, if you've noticed, the payment is completed here within the website. So we don't take your customers outside of the website just to complete the transaction. So this is sort of what we believe in. We believe in seamless payment experiences. And so this is what our API allows businesses to do. So another example I'd like to share with you, this is Beauty Manila. So let's just add this to a cart and just do a demo checkout. So I'll just check out here. All right, let's just go through this real quick. All right. Okay. So Beauty Manila integrated our GCash and our GrabPay payment options to their website. So let's say I want to pay with GCash. So I'll just get ready to pay. And it's going to redirect me to the GCash checkout, where I'll just put in my GCash number, my OTP, and my GCash PIN code, and then I'm all set. So it's that simple. or let's say I want to pay with GrabPay. So I'll choose GrabPay here. And so it's almost the same process as Gcash. I'll just put in my number, my GrabPay OTP, and then I'm all set. So here are just some of the examples of our merchants integrating the Paymongo API. So I'll just go back here to the presentation. And another example to show you quickly is this is Kumu. Basically, if you want to buy virtual coins on their platform, you can easily check out using the Paymongo API. But as mentioned by Patrick earlier, and I'm sure you guys had so much more questions about e-commerce platforms in terms of Shopify, WooCommerce, or Magento. So we also support these e-commerce platforms. And setting this up actually doesn't require coding experience whatsoever. It's pretty much a plug and play solution to your checkout page. So to show you what that looks like, I'll be sharing with you another example of our client. This is Wildflower. So you can check out their website, wildflowertogo.com. They basically launched their website on Shopify. And so if I'm going to check out here, and then I'm just going to put in some information again. And if you noticed here on the checkout page of Wildflower to Go, it says credit or debit card via Paymongo. So I'm just going to complete my order here. And so I'll be led to this checkout page where I'll just put in my card details and then I'm all set. So just one thing to note here, since we really believe that customers should easily make payments make payments as easy as possible, comparing the payment experience with PayPal, actually PayPal tends to be a bit misleading based on some of our merchant experiences because when you select PayPal as a checkout, PayPal asks you to or asks the customer to create a PayPal account. It's actually optional, but some customers are misled to think that it's a requirement before completing a transaction. So for us, we created this experience where customers can just, where it's basically more straightforward. The customer just puts in their card details and that's it. So we don't ask your customers to create an account whatsoever. It's really straightforward. So that's for Shopify. We also have some guides here on our website. If you want to integrate to a website or an app, or if you want to install the Shopify plugin, we have guides on our website. So basically, to quickly recap, if you don't have a website, if you're selling on Facebook or on Viber, you can use our payment links product. If you're planning to build a website or build an app, you can use our APIs. And if you're planning to launch a business on Shopify, WooCommerce, and Magento, you can use our plugins. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. That was very, very quick run through of what Paymongo can do. So for our informal sellers a while ago, or a lot of you might be still selling on Instagram and Facebook, there is still hope to capture payments online. And that is through Paymongo system, right? So hindi natin kailangan kung wala pa tayong budget, right? Magpagawa or wala pa tayong time para gumawa ng sarili nating e-commerce platform or a Shopify website. We can focus on giving people value by adding a safe method of paying online, be it in Facebook, Instagram, right? Okay, so next. We'll now move on to the fulfillment process. So sabihin natin, okay, tapos na. Naka-check out na si customer, nabili na yung produkto, kailangan na natin i-fulfill or kailangan na natin i-deliver, di ba? So ano yung proseso of delivery? So Michelle now will explain a little bit on how the fulfillment process works. So I'm gonna share a slide. Okay. Yan. Share natin to. Wait, There. There you go. Okay, can everybody see that? Hi. Are you seeing that slide? Okay. Fulfillment. Okay, so guys, ito yung general fulfillment process, no? Once you receive your order. So Michelle, how does the fulfillment process work? Ibabalot na lang ba natin agad at ipapadala, 'di ba? May proseso syempre of checking. So, what is this process?
Okay, so for the fulfillment process, first, when you receive an order, you can view the details on your orders dashboard. Yun yung pinakita natin earlier. Here, you can check the details of your customers, like the payment method used or items ordered. And yeah, second step will be order confirmation, wherein you verify whether the order is ready to be shipped or not. So, ito-check mo if paid na siya or pending pa. Then third is your order fulfillment process, wherein the representative will prepare the orders for delivery, yung items. Like, if on-hand nga or drop shipping ba siya, you have to order the stocks pa from your merchants. Then next is proper documentation for the fulfillment. So dito papasok yung tracking numbers. So tracking numbers are important because it will be like the codes will be
Ito yung reference number
by the
basically ng customer para alam niya kung ano yung order natin.
Kasi madami ngayon mga bogus like sellers.
Oo.
They
So,
don't-
so minsan ito yung nangyayari na sa business namin sa Ava, no? Minsan may tatawag, "Sir, nasaan na po yung delivery ko?" Oh, syempre ang dami mong order na piniplace, no? So, hindi mo alam ngayon. To confirm that, we ask the cost or the client na tumatawag na, "Sir, ano po yung order number nyo?" Ngayon, if they cannot give us an order number, meaning non bogus yung buyer. Minsan humihingi pa sila ng refund. "Sir, nasaan po yung refund na hinihingi ko for the past 2 days kasi bumili ako ng gantong item?" Pero malalaman mo na doon pa lang kung peke yung seller kasi itatanong mo, "Sir, meron ka bang order number?" Kung hindi niya mabigay yung order number mo, meaning nun, hindi siya buyer. So, ang dami nagrereklamo, daming bogus buyer, no? Pero may paraan to control these bogus buyers online para hindi na sila lalapit sa business mo. And that is to use the order numbers. So, yung order numbers, customizable to. So, yung nakita mo kanina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1001, hindi yan yung format na ginagamit namin for Ava. Iba. Siyempre, hindi namin sasabihin here kasi baka malaman nyo kung anong format. Malalaman nyo lang yun kung bumili na kayo sa aming website, sa ava.ph. So, ayun, Michelle.
Yun. After confirming and ready for delivery na, last will be your courier will pick up the items from your warehouse or office. So, ready na siya for dispatching.
Okay. So, for us, yung sa fourth phase, may ginagawa kaming waybill. Okay? Kung everyone is still not familiar of what a waybill looks like for LBC, kasi iba-iba yan, no? Ang waybill is yung parang papel na patunay na itong parcel na to or item or delivery mapupunta sa isang recipient. Okay? So nakalista doon yung kanya address, yung complete name, minsan may mobile number yan para ma-notify yung ating customer kung sino yung delivery o kailan papasok yung delivery, right? So actually I can show you, no, kung ano yung itsura ng waybill na to. Okay? So let's see, Okay. So, if everyone can see me, wait, paano ba natin i-zoom in to? Kendra, how do you zoom this in? Para makita. So, papakita ko lang sa mga tao yung itsura ng waybill. Okay? Ito yung itsura ng waybill natin. Yung waybill natin yan, okay, meron yang QR code. Okay? Yung QR code nyo here at yung barcode. Okay? So, yung barcode na yan, pwede nyo gamitin yan, isa-scan nyo sa Shopify, tapos manonotify na. Michelle, can you share us, meron ka na bang ready na visual na pwede pakita sa tao or sa phone lang yun?
Sa
I think sa phone. Oo,
Yes.
sa phone. So hindi namin, sorry no, pero hindi namin mapapakita ngayon kung ano yung itsura nung barcode reader. Pero kung naka-Shopify ka, may barcode reader sa phone, and doon sa phone, pag skinan mo yun, ipapadala niya na yung information ng waybill mo doon sa customer. So your customer can track immediately where your package is. Okay? Yon, ayun yung waybill. And then, syempre, ipipick up na lang ng ating delivery person. So for Ava.ph, ayun yung ginagamit namin na provider. But there are other solutions, no? Lalo na for restaurants, no? Marami tayong mga F&B and retailers. So, okay, I'm going to now share you a solution for that. Kasi lalo na, ito yung biggest problem, no? Meron tayong multiple deliveries. Okay? Itong multiple deliveries na to, minsan ang ginagawa ng mga online sellers, ibubook nila sa phone. Minsan, isa lang yung Grab app nila. And isa lang yung transaction na magagawa. So how do we do multiple deliveries in one? Okay, so dyan papasok si Last Mile. Okay, so Jeff from Last Mile will discuss what the solution is to this very simple issue, right? Okay, Jeff,
Hi
the
everyone,
mic
I'll
is yours.
share my screen. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you, Jeff.
Perfect. So again, I'm Jeff from. So I'm the head of business for LastMile. I'm here to talk about how we help businesses kickstart their delivery operations and provide strategies and options for online business owners to manage their delivery operations. So LastMile is a shared logistics innovation company. Just to make it clear, we're not a logistics service provider. We don't have our own personnel to do the deliveries for you, but we're a platform to help you or make everything easier for you. So during COVID, it became apparent that e-commerce and logistics has a lot of opportunities. So there are promising growth in e-commerce and logistics during COVID. I think that's one of the only businesses that actually sustained during those times. There are different persons like quick adapters, which like brick and mortar stores going online and offers deliveries to their customers so they can reach out to them. There are new entrants like new brands capitalizing new opportunities like grocers, pabile, and then they sell their services online. And there are shifters just to cope with this current situation, like business pivots from one type of business to online selling or delivery services. We've noticed a lot of these actually went out during the COVID situation. I think there will be more coming out soon. There are also pains that I've seen and heard from different businesses, such as like, I know a lot of the businesses right here who's listening has pains on like not knowing which is the best storefront for them to make use of so they can start their e-commerce journey. The marketplaces are really good, to be honest. Like they're amazing, but basically they are designed to add volume to your orders rather than to be your main primary source of income, because they're actually getting a large percent of margins of your operations, which is not ideal, right? Like they were meant to be a supplemental add-on to your business so you can actually generate more visibility to your customer and sell more, even earning less. And then also like during COVID times, we've experienced, I know a lot of e-commerce sellers right now has like limited availability of delivery service providers with the limitation of like movement from point A to point B, the request by DTI to have a limited skeletal workforce to support the delivery. Everything is actually different right now, even up to this date, even though we're on GCQ. So those are the current pains. So we believe an e-commerce business is as good as their logistics partners. It like an e-commerce platform would need a reliable logistics partner to be successful. And even though you have the best product or the winning product to sell to the market, but if you don't have a good, reliable logistics support, you will unlikely to succeed because like it can't be fulfilled. You can take a lot of orders, but things are not being delivered well. So you're not converting sales into like money. And it will actually be more pain because you'll be paying for RTS and all. So from the past couple of months, Last Mile Inc. has been part of several, the journey of several companies in the Philippines, local companies on their e-commerce journey. So we've had restaurants, food, retail stores, distribution like FMCGs who's actually wanted to send the items from the warehouse going to the doorsteps of the consumers, grocery store, and even sari-sari store would like to because people cannot really go out of the streets anymore. There's less foot traffic, and for them to cope is to activate their online business and sell their items online. And we also have customers or they are an established and thriving e-com platforms pre-COVID, but struggling to get the logistics support that they need, or somewhat looking for a special or out of the ordinary delivery support. Because during GCQ, right, things are really difficult. It's hard to move an item from point A to point B. So a lot of such business, even a thriving or established e-commerce business, doesn't know how to proceed. And logistics was really the pain. So we were there to help them out, provide them strategies. How can we go about it? What are their options? So those are the things I'll be sharing today in the presentation. So Last Mile Inc. is a shared logistics innovation company that changes the business operator last mile deliveries. So we have a logistics platform ecosystem that changes the way business operator last mile deliveries. So we have 3 products. So an overview of the products is the first product we have is Deliveries.ph. So pretty much this is a platform for you to access your preferred delivery service provider using one system. So one system, you can book any providers that you want. Fleet is for businesses that manage their own fleet of riders. So businesses, ideally this is for businesses that manage their own deliveries. So we enable their deliveries and provide them operational visibility using this platform. And lastly is for businesses who manage their own deliveries and would need additional help because there's a spike of demand, especially for example, this weekend. This weekend is Father's Day weekend, right? So a lot of merchants right now are struggling to get more delivery support, and they don't know if they can actually rely on-demand delivery service platforms because it's this platforms relies on availability of the rider. So a lot of businesses right now are approaching us for us to deploy our riders to their business for this weekend only. So we have such model by partnering with a lot of a bunch of manpower agency partners that we have. So for the first product, to give you a more in-depth information, how we actually offer the platform to them, Deliveries.ph is an on-demand fulfillment service platform for businesses who relies and outsource their deliveries to their preferred third-party logistics partners. So what we do here is we aggregate logistics service providers, integrate our system to their platform, and offer their services to the customer using our dashboard. So we let the platform owners, so the e-commerce stores, to select their preferred logistics service provider and deliver the product to their customer. So using our platform, they can actually pre-select which provider they would like to tap to do the deliveries for their customer. And the manual effort to sending Excel file or downloading files from Shopify, Prosperino, or any other e-commerce app just to process and send it to the preferred logistics partner would be minimized because everything is designed to be integrated. So we believe through our platform, we are providing business a powerful dashboard to take control of their fulfillment because we believe one powerful dashboard is all a business need to take control of their fulfillment because using Deliveries.ph dashboard, the merchant now can book their preferred delivery services using one platform. So for example, you have a B2B movement for big companies. There's a B2C for parcel. Some of your customers would like to do same-day delivery. You don't no longer need to go to different website anymore. All you need to do is to have an account with us and then select your preferred partner and create the job or send the job to your preferred partner seamlessly through our platform. Monitor all the statuses in one dashboard. So the beauty of it, of this platform, you don't need to go to different website anymore. So all the statuses, history, and everything about your fulfillment will be in a single dashboard, regardless of how many providers you have that you tap in our platform. For example, you make use of Black Arrow, Ninja Van, QuadX, Lalamove, Transportify. All you need to access is one dashboard to see all the real-time status, depending on the provider though, whatever you see in their dashboard will be seen in the platform that we have and all the information that we have. I remember what was raised earlier that Cavalry team is actually filling up waybills for LBC. We even have a built-in waybill printer generator in the platform that in the roadmap we will be acquiring all the formats for all waybills, so you don't need to actually encode them anymore. So everything will be available through the platform, and you can pre-print it without waiting for the courier to provide you all the
Naputol. Okay, I think Jeff got cut. Can everyone still hear him? Oh no, can you guys hear Jeff? Nako, naputol si Jeff. Are you hearing him? Are you hearing him? Okay guys, we'll just naputol yata si Jeff. Oo, can you re-invite him? Okay. So move on lang tayo. Sa few questions before anything, nawala lang si Jeff, siguro internet, that's something that we have to work on in this country. Mabagal yung internet, minsan unreliable. So let me try getting back. Okay, he's not coming out doon. Okay, let's answer a few questions na pinadala sa atin during this whole session while we wait for Jeff to come back, no? So one of the few questions that was asked about us, I'd like to introduce pala, Peach Resurection is in the call. Maybe Peach, would like to introduce herself first. So Peach Resurection, just a little bit background on her. She's doing a very successful business right now. She used to do yung normal fashion atelier, yung papasok ka, tapos yung they'll take a measurement. And since ECQ ngayon, nag-pivot siya to a different operation. No? So Peach, tell us more who you are before we get Jeff back, kasi we're gonna try to get him back.
Hi, I'm Peach. I'm the owner of WeBeign.ph. I used to have an atelier, and then the whole pandemic happened. So I had to figure out a way to pivot my business and able to pay off my workers. And we started with protective wear, masks. At the time, there was a big shortage. And then now we're starting to do protective outerwear and and I have a Shopify website.
Yeah. So with your Shopify website, you've been, tell us. Okay, ito yung magandang number, no? Kasi Peach only started this year, and saktong-sakto nung lumabas yung COVID-19, ready siya, and that's the best thing, no? So Peach, how much are you making per week? And you're a sole proprietor, right? How much are you making a week with your Shopify website?
Just through the website, I'm grossing about 40,000 a week.
So that's good.
But that's very
good. Right? Because you're able to support your staff, diba? You're able to support your mananahe. And what's nice about her business is it helps Filipinos, in a time of crisis, right? And that's one thing that we want to emphasize, that businesses should be built to consider the conditions that we are in right now, right? So the way Peach was able to do it was very timely, right? So if you guys have any questions, throw it in the chat. Peach can answer a few questions because she's the best example of an entrepreneur who was able to transform herself during a pandemic, and grow at the same time. Okay, so may mga other questions din tayo. I'll check, no? So may question dito. Okay, open ko lang to. This is okay. Josh, maybe you can answer this because this is a payment question. So from Edmond Ochoa, how can I assure if yung bank account ko is magiging safe? Or like yung transaction, how will it be safe pag nang-transact yung tao sa'yo? How will we know?
That's a good question because I actually kind of forgot to cover that in my presentation. But if I could just share my screen real quick just to show you what it looks like on the dashboard. You can actually track all transactions here. So I'll just quickly show you guys that. Yeah. So you guys could sign up and check this out on your own. But basically, when you go to payments, you'll see all the transaction records here in real time. So when a customer pays, it will show here. If it fails, it will also show here. And then it will even show a reason why the transaction has failed. So yeah, hope that answers the question.
Okay. So let's answer another question, no? Okay. Why? Okay, maybe Galo can answer this. So Galo is coming up next, no? Galo is a digital marketing wizard. Okay.
Wow,
so
wizard. Thank you.
Galo, why does Lazada and Shopee is not included in the recommended platforms? Okay. Well, sige, you can answer that first. Because it's more of a digital marketing question than more of an e-commerce
it is.
question. Okay.
So for smaller businesses or businesses that are just starting out, I really wouldn't recommend Lazada or Shopee right now, just because, like what Oliver said in the chat, there's a lot of sellers right now. So if you don't know, Lazada and Shopee are not just shops here in the Philippines. So even in
Malaysia?
in China. So
China.
like a lot of the sellers in China also have access to sell here in the Philippines. Now, what does that mean for you? If you are a person who's, or a business who wants to bring in a product na siguro from China or wherever, chances are 100% of the time somebody else is already selling that. Unless your item is very how do I say this? Unless your item is very unique, now you're the only person who's able to make it, then definitely you could try it. But then again, sa sobrang daming people on Lazada and Shopee, in itself, it's hard to market. So how do you differentiate yourself from you against the other sellers on the platform? So that's one of the big things. The other one is that Lazada and Shopee take a commission out of your sales. Okay, so depending on what you sell, there are different categories and different commissions per each category. So for example, if it's fashion, it's anywhere from 3 to 5%, and then it goes higher depending on what you're selling. So imagine mo, even if whatever you're selling on the platform, if you're starting out not that much, tapos kukunin ka pa ng commission, medyo what's left for you. So the great thing about having or putting together your own e-commerce platform is that it allows you, number one, all the leverage to brand your website, meaning you could do anything and everything you want to do on your website. Put all the videos you want, design whatever you want to do, and all of that. Another thing is that it allows you specific customizations on your website. So Lazada and Shopee, very straightforward na parang, you either use the platform Lazada and Shopee to generate orders, tapos ikaw magfulfill, or you give your items to them, tapos sila magfulfill. But if you're like a retail, or if you're like a straightforward retail company, sure, you can do that. But what if you're a restaurant or like a service-based company? Definitely Lazada and Shopee might be a harder platform for you to use. We have been seeing other food establishments like Shaky selling gift cards on Lazada, pero medyo weird pa rin. Sana nag-order ka na lang ng pizza from their website.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back to the having your own website deal sort of thing. Definitely, I wouldn't limit to just saying na parang, sige, maybe if I have my own Shopify website, it would also be nice to have your Lazada and Shopee. So it's never one or the other. But then it's always, where do you start? So better, you start with a place where you have total control over your website, and that would be a place like Shopify.
Okay, I guess everyone is back now. Jeff is back now. I hope that was Mr. Ochoa. That was sufficient as an answer. May isa pang angle to that answer, which is like retargeting and remarketing to customers. But we'll talk about that later. Jeff is now back in the call. Hi, Jeff. Nawala ka na ng sa presentation.
My internet. I want to shout out to my provider. No, I'm just kidding.
Ayun. So sige, let's resume. You can share your presentation. Okay.
Where was I, by the way?
Yeah, you were in your presentation a while ago. Okay.
I'm okay. Let's go back to Deliveries.Ph.
Yeah.
So I think I was there already where I was saying what we're trying to do here is we're aggregating all the service provider, putting them in one platform so business can actually access their preferred provider using one dashboard. They can monitor all the delivery history using Deliveries.Ph in one dashboard rather than going to different website, hoping like those providers would have a way for you to extract all your delivery requests and data in. But for us, like we have everything. So we make sure that the provider that we integrate in the platform can actually provide information to us, useful information to us, so business can actually assess their delivery status. And then a report can be created through our system. So we have pre-generated report. You can even create an ad hoc report as you wish. So you can see all the angles that you'd like to see and measure your performance and see like if there's receivable that you should be getting out of which provider, how much more do you have shipped outside your, like how many items you have fulfilled and shipped and already out for delivery and how much of them will be returned to you. So you can extract all the information using one dashboard already through us. So these are the network of providers that we have in Deliveries.Ph. So it means like in one integration, you can access your preferred provider of your choice using our platform. So it could be like Black Arrow, Quadex. So if you notice, like we have different types of provider, not just like a typical courier. We have same-day delivery partners. We even have trucking partners to move your items, bulky items from point A to point B. So we even have like nationwide trucking service providers already on board for on-demand or per transaction delivery basis. So we have a growing partner network and we're still growing it and looking for the best providers across the nation. So lately our efforts is like onboarding more providers in the provincial area. So we have more options for provincial pickups and deliveries through our platform. So the next product that we have is a solutions for businesses who would like to operate or who are currently operating their own delivery operations. So we noticed that lately has been a trend that businesses have been creating their own delivery team. And most of the cases due to lesser foot traffic due to COVID-19, they converted some of their in-store employees to help their displaced employees to have a living. So to provide them continuous livelihood, they convert their waiters, their kitchen staff, and their retailers, their store salesperson to delivery riders so they can still provide continuous livelihood to them. So we have use cases for restaurants, retailers who had made the move, and through the help of Fleet, starting their own delivery operation became much easier as they had visibility on their operations and everything was measurable and keeps records of their history of the fulfillment. So what is Fleet? So Fleet is a delivery management platform that allows business to plan, dispatch, and monitor delivery status in real time. So what we aim here is to actually, it's a data-driven platform because what we believe is you cannot measure. And a business goal is to maximize the productivity of every personnel or even just measure and create a KPI that a single employee is looking at. Like, for example, you have a delivery personnel. The have at least roughly 50 kilometers travel in a day. So I know I was able to maximize him. Or probably like at least he can do like 10 deliveries per day, so I can recover my daily cost for that rider, so I don't lose money from the deployment of the rider. So those are the data that we can provide you. So using one dashboard, you can see in real time the status of all the delivery, if the rider or delivery personnel that you have still has tasks to do, or if he will make it on time, was the delivery was done on time or not. So you can get all the information right here, even taking POD, proof of delivery, like taking photos of the delivery, asking for signature and all. So it's like a very powerful dashboard for your business to have a visibility on your operation. And aside from a tool for you to manage your own delivery operation, one of the great features that we have here is Fleet is actually integrated with Deliveries.Ph, what I you earlier. So like the scenario would be you have your own fleet of rider, you're managing them, but it went to a point that demand was so high, more than your capacity, because for example, you only have 5 riders and you can do 100 deliveries in a day. And the demand for delivery went beyond 100. So for example, it's 120. So with Fleet, in few clicks of a button, because of our integration with Deliveries.Ph, you can actually job to your preferred provider. So none of that will not be fulfilled. So everything will be sent out by the end of the day. So that's the value of having Fleet, because you can actually operate a hybrid model of delivery operation, having your own delivery hand while having the convenience of like tapping another provider for services. So that's Fleet. And lastly, the third product that we have is Riders.ph. So this is a platform for sourcing and deployment of delivery personnel to your business. So like, businesses who are not ready to employ or who doesn't have their own delivery team, but they would like to have a dedicated delivery personnel to their business. What we've done here is we aggregate manpower agencies so that we can ensure our customers, which whenever we deploy a professional rider to the business, are equipped to like with whatever they need to do, and they have experience to that industry that they're serving, and provide the best possible service to the customers and their customers too. So I've been talking a lot more about our platforms and our system, and I'm sure the question is, how will a traditional business or a mom and pop store access our delivery partner services, or even operate their own delivery team using our Fleet system? So we have 2 products, right? The delivery management system and the delivery management platform. So we make it easy. Like Paymongo, we make it easy for the merchants by creating plugins and partnering with different platforms, so that right away, like we wanted to help business to fast track their journey by creating platform plugins and partnering with platforms. So pre-integrating our logistics solutions to those platforms, an e-commerce channel, and by doing so, our platform services can be activated in just few clicks without any technical know-how to build a website and integration. So for e-commerce platform which was built custom, so these are like custom built e-commerce platform, we have an open API available. So either of the platform you can access and make use of through open API. So we normally provide that tool for them to integrate on. So the goal of Last Mile is to build the largest reliable network in the Philippines and eventually worldwide. So by doing that, we wanted to help local merchants to reach out to their customers abroad through cross-border shipping process. So we are studying how we can actually seamlessly optimize the whole booking process of delivery from Philippines. So right now it's not yet available, but that will be our product goal for early next year or for this year, hopefully, if we can actually make it there. So I'd like to invite you guys to be a part of our, we wanted to of your e-commerce success and help you to build your best lineup of logistics provider. So if you'd like to access our services, you can actually contact us, or you can scan this QR code so you can put all the information in. We can pre-assess your business, and we can our sales team will reach out to you and talk to you on how we can actually provide you our services. So currently we are focused to provide solutions for merchants. So if you have any questions or queries on like how we can help you start off your delivery process, if it's like fully outsourced, or would it be ideal for you to have your own riders? We'd like to test having your own riders. We can actually help you out with that. So feel free to contact us through our website, Last Mile, and my contact number is right there. So for the provider side, so for the service provider, logistics company, manpower agencies, we wanted to partner with you. So feel free to contact us as well through our website. So we'll see like how we can actually offer your services to our customers in Last Mile. So thank you everyone for listening. Sorry for the disconnection. And hopefully I was able to share to you like your options, how your e-commerce journey through Last Mile with our fulfillment technology. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jeff. That was great. You were able to discuss your 3 products, no? Very useful yan para sa mga food businesses, no? Kasi the other day, nag-order ako ng delivery ng kombucha. And then, yun nga, buti na lang, yung seller na yun was able to deliver, which is good because these are the businesses that will get so much success because they use the right tools, no? So I'm encouraging everyone to use the proper tools. Hindi yung ayoko kasi yung parang ikaw na lang yung mag-book ng ride or ng delivery. Kasi bakit ako maaabala for that? How about the older customers, no, who want your product pero wala silang delivery app, 'di ba? You have to provide them the right services and don't make it hard for your customers to do business with you. Make it easier for them. And that's my gripe. A lot of sellers, lalo na the informal ones, they don't understand that convenience is something that you should offer to your customers. Okay, number 1 yan. And depende na kung sino yung customer nyo. They can book it if they want to, or you should be able to provide the service na para instant. It gives value. Diba? I think that's the value proposition there.
Correct. So normally, like whenever there's an e-commerce customers that on board, as much as possible, we encourage them to decide on their own and set their preferred logistics service provider rather than giving their customer an opportunity to select. Because if the customer actually selected the cheapest, or like cheapest doesn't mean good service, right? So the item might not reach them, and you might lose business and even customers. So best to like look for your best possible logistics provider.
Correct.
And having Paymongo and us together in the platform, I think that's a really strong solution already. Cavalry is already showing you guys, because it's like payments always a pain, logistics always a pain. So we're here to actually solve that through our platform. So yep. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. So great. We've talked about payments. We've talked about Shopify already. We've talked about logistics solutions, no? You can also apply for other logistic solutions. You just have to review it, no? You have masinsinan. Dapat pag may business ka, marunong ka mag-research. Pero ang biggest question is, how do we promote our products and brands online? Okay, so this is a problem a lot of people encounter because they don't know how to promote their products online. Sige, I'll post it on Facebook. I'll post it on Instagram. Baka may mag-follow, baka mag-like. Pero there is a faster, more efficient way of doing it, no? And that's called digital marketing. And digital marketing has different types and, strategies that you can apply to. So, kanina maraming nagsasend in, no? How do I do this? How do I do that? Ito na po yung how do I promote my products online. So, for this next slide, okay, I'm introducing Galo, who is wait lang ha. Yan. Okay, digital marketing demystified. Galo del Carmen from Terry S.A will now discuss what it takes to do digital marketing. It's a little bit hard for newbies, no? Pero kasi all of this information, it's in the internet na. Okay? So all you have to do is do the proper research, or if you still don't know or you still need help, we have a group on Facebook. Okay? We sent the links on the chat. You just check the chat, no? And join our group. It's called Digital Business Philippines Facebook group, hosted by Cavalry Digital. You can access it in Facebook, and we'll share a lot of tips and tricks on e-commerce and digital marketing over there. So let's demystify digital marketing. Galo is here. I'll open the new slide. So again, recap muna tayo. Galo, can you tell us what you do first?
Sure.
For Terry S.A. Havianas in the Philippines.
Sure.
So hi everyone again. My name is Galo Del Carmen. I noticed while I was watching the stream that my voice was higher pitched. That was because my settings were weird. So this is how I really sound. Okay. So hi again. My name is Galo Del Carmen. I'm the head of digital marketing for Havianas Philippines, or Terry S.A. Terry S.A. is a distributor here in the Philippines. So what I do is I help put Havianas on the internet. So if you have been seeing or you have been seeing ads of Havianas the last few months or the last few weeks, that's because of it's our fault basically. We really want to help push the brand online, and that's a big part of my work. A lot of it we do on Facebook, a lot of it we do it on Instagram, a lot of it we do on Google. So if you have seen our online stores, that's Lazada, Shopee, and Havianas.ph, all of those we support with digital marketing. But prior to joining digital marketing, I was actually part of Cavalry as their head of digital marketing and analytics. And prior to that, I was part of Google. So I also helped brands around the world, like what brands like Walmart, Coca-Cola, and all of that do their digital marketing, at least for the Google side of things. Okay, so I think we can start. Oh, I
Okay.
forgot to say I'm
Yes.
also a professor in Benilde.
Yeah, he is,
Yeah.
Oh,
I keep
yeah.
forgetting
We
to say
forgot to
that.
mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been a professor for 2 years. I teach in the multimedia arts track. Now we have
Mm.
been doing a lot more digital marketing, which is great because during my time, we did not have digital marketing. I also teach web development and portfolio design. So there.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope there are Benilde students watching right now.
I hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay.
Okay.
So digital marketing demystified. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can see the screen
Okay,
right
let
now.
me see if I can share it to you. Okay, are you seeing it now?
Yes. So we'll talk about digital content and marketing. There are basically two ways on how to do this. There's the free way, where you don't have to shell out money, and the paid part, where you have to shell out money. So of course, depending on where you are as a business, there are two types of way that you want to really approach things and stuff like that. So the very big question, or the very big thing that we want to talk about is how do we bring paying customers to our website? So I think about putting together your online store, your Shopify, your Paymongo, and then your Last Mile all together as like putting up your physical retail store. So it's really making sure that you have your POS, your experience inside the shop is nice and all of that stuff, and you have inventory and all that stuff. But digital marketing is actually the way you help drive people to go inside the store. So digital marketing's job is to ensure that there are people going inside your door and buying. So with digital marketing, it's so much easier to do all of that. Okay. But then again, there are two ways to do it. There are paid ways, and there are what do you call that? Free ways to do it. What we're gonna really focus on here is really the paid ways of doing digital marketing. Okay. Why? Because here we can ensure that somebody's always seeing the ads that you're putting out. Kasi if you post it on Facebook or Instagram as a regular post, majority of the time, walang nagle-like, walang nagve-view. Which is why a lot of people keep asking me, Galo, nagpo-post naman ako on Facebook every day, sometimes twice a day. Bakit wala pa rin akong like likers or engagers? Well, the Facebook feed works a bit differently. It's compared to 10 years ago. The Facebook feed 10 years ago, pag pinost mo, for sure madami makakita niyan. Meaning, once you post it, it's going to show up on your feed at the specific time and other people will see it too. But now, the past few years, Mark Zuckerberg has been making changes to the Facebook feed. Now it's better, meaning in the sense that you will see what you want to see. Meaning na parang if you like a lot of shoes or if you search for a lot of shoes, we will get more posts of shoes. If you are a big Lazada buyer, you will see a lot more Lazada posts on your feed. So it's really like that. So what if you're a business na who can't, cut through all of that? Then that's where digital marketing and paid ads come in. So we have targeted online ads. Targeted online ads we can run on Facebook, Instagram, Google search, Google Display, and YouTube. So YouTube included too. So these are the norm or the usual platforms that brands and companies use to reach their customers. Okay. So how do we do that? We set up an ad. We create an ad. We put together like a picture, your description, and all that stuff. And then we choose our audience, the people who we want to target, and then we set our budget. The great thing about digital marketing is you can set a budget as low as 100 per day or even as big as 1 million per day. So of course, if you're a brand that's starting out, you always want to be able to start small. Tapos if it's working, then you grow bigger. So the great thing about digital marketing is it's scalable. Okay, so you can work with any budget.
Yeah.
But of course, whatever you put in is what also the platform will give you. Another great thing about digital marketing is, at least on Facebook and Google, is it's very attributable, meaning you know exactly how much it returns on you. For example, if I am a big brand like Havianas and I want to invest 20,000 pesos for 1 week on the ad, I would be able to see how much conversions or how much transactions were made because of that ad. Okay. There are a lot of factors that go into how much that would be, but then definitely we can't cover all of that now, no. But definitely, like an overview of all of this would be great. So, like what Patrick said a while ago, all of the content about Facebook, about Google, about ad buying, all of that is all on the internet. It's all free.
Yeah.
Google has a it's not academy. I forgot what they call it. It's like a learning platform.
The garage ba yun?
They keep changing it every year,
Yeah,
the name
they
of the
change it.
platform. Yeah. But it's basically a learning management system by Google where you can learn all of their products. And they have a lot of products.
Yeah.
And if you are, I don't know what you're part of this webinar for. Maybe if you're a business or if you're just like a person who wants to move to a different industry, then definitely you can learn all those for free. And the great thing about that is you can have yourself certified. Okay. So can you move to the next one, please?
Okay. So we're done with paid ads. Okay. Yeah. So identifying kung sino yung target market or yung customers or audience natin online.
Yes. So a lot of the times, if you have a retail store, kilala mo na yung mga customers mo. You know how old they are, you know how what they like and stuff like that. But sometimes they're not the same people who buy from your website online. So that's the great thing about having your own platform, because you'll be able to really see kung sino yon. On Facebook, every time you put in your personal details, Facebook knows that. So everything I'm going to discuss, make sure, just don't take it as, oh my God, Facebook knows everything about you. So Facebook does try to keep your, actually, no, they do a very good job in keeping your details very private. Every time we do marketing on Facebook, we don't identify specific names. You're only kept as a demographic. Okay. So again, like a while ago, we have 3 things that we want to do when we want to put up an ad. We want to, number 1, make sure we get our text and our post up, then our audience, and then our budget. So those are the big 3 that you always have to think about. So but the ones that are really affecting how much you get out of your ad is your audience. So let's take this for example. We want to target people who love high-end skincare products. Okay. So when we try to target these people, you have to think that this is like a lesson in marketing. Who do you think would be able to afford such like high-end skincare products? Then you think about people who siguro are more tenured in their job, so a bit older, so from around 25 to 65. Okay. Then
people have buying power.
Yes, people who have money basically. Then what we want to do is, okay, another thing we can do on Facebook is that we can see and target people with specific interests. Like for example, now if I want to target people who have more buying power, I can go deeper and say, I want to be able to target people who like Aesop or dermatology or skincare influencers and people who prefer to buy really expensive items. So we can do that on Facebook. Then we add that as another layer. And we can do another layer of saying, I want to be able to target people who have iOS devices. Kasi normally what we see that people with iOS devices have bigger purchasing power. By the way, that's a very Very big generalization, not always true.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah, not always true. But then definitely that's something we can do. Every time you put an additional layer of targeting, Facebook will give you a rough number of how many people in the Philippines or in the world or wherever you're targeting, you're able to target. So that's a great thing. So once you have your targeting audience down, put it all together, and then you can input it on Facebook, and then it will show you that number. Then after that, once your campaign goes and pushes through, Facebook will show your ad to all those people. Okay, what do you see? So this is an example of how Facebook ads look like. So again, we're not going to go through the step by step here, but we just wanted to show you what are the
This is
possible
what it looked like.
options. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
options on Facebook. So we have like your location, your age, your gender, and the language they speak. So here in the Philippines, if you want to target Filipinos, it's English and Filipino, not just English or not just Filipino.
Yeah.
Next is like a location. Like, the location is very interesting. You can go as small as 10-kilometer in radius. Meaning like I could do 10 kilometers from Makati, or I can do 10 kilometers from what do you call that? Like from somewhere like Cebu and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, can go to the next one. Yeah, so here is the very powerful tool on Facebook. So Facebook records everything you do on its platform. Not maliciously, but because they want to be able to give you content that you like. Okay, meaning if you are somebody who likes to share a lot of cooking videos, what Facebook will do is it will show you content that's related to cooking. Same thing for ads. If you as a brand want to reach people with specific wants or specific interests, then you can use that to your advantage as a brand. If you are like a high-end, high-end makeup brand, and you want to target people who like MAC or NARS and all that stuff, you can do that on Facebook. Okay. And next, please.
This is just the other slide. Basically, so there's demographic, behavior, and industry, or the interest that you want to target. So that's your targeting. That's your target audience, no? And in Facebook, you can build this. Well, you need to open an ads account, right?
Which
and
is
then
very easy. Yeah.
It's easy. There's step by step. Everything is online.
Yeah.
You just need to research. Again, if you don't know, we're offering consultations with us. You can just book it on cavalrydigital.com, right? There's a free booking for consultations. If you have more questions, you can also join our Facebook group to ask, how does this work? Pero online naman lahat to. You can Google this, basically.
Then again, the information's out there. There's a lot. But then, of course, some other people, parang, if they don't have the time, definitely you can find an expert to do it. But at the very basic, if you have a Facebook account, you can open an ads manager account and just plug in your credit card, and then you're ready to go.
So a lot of people have been asking also, Galo, no, that ano ba ang difference ng boosting from creating your own ad in Ads Manager? Kasi dalawang klase yun eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So normally when you boost, if you're a Facebook page, you always see that boost post, all of that stuff, right? So before, in the olden days, a few years ago, when you boost a post on Facebook, it will only show to very vague audiences that you put together. The level of detail in terms of targeting is not that specific. But and another one is it will always show up on your Facebook page. Meaning if you boost a post on your page, once people see it, once people go to your Facebook page, makikita na lang yung post, and then they'll see those posts elsewhere. But another thing with paid ads, apart from boosting, there are two different things again. Your level of targeting is much deeper, and you have the option of showing them as dark posts. Dark posts are basically ads that you see on your feed, but when you click the Facebook page, hindi mo siya makikita doon. That's great because if you just want to keep your promos on ads, so to drive to a different website, it will be much better for your entire customer experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that clears it up. Yeah. Okay, go
One
ahead.
thing that we really find as powerful, or I myself find as powerful, is called retargeting and remarketing. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
a bit more advanced, but basically retargeting or remarketing is a strategy that we use to encourage people to go back to your website. Okay, so I'm sure everybody has experienced this, and for me, this is really my forte because inside Google, this was my team. I worked in Google for 2 years just with remarketing. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me like
But
explain the
yeah,
journey.
but
So
this
I
is
am a
applicable.
person.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this is applicable. Okay, just notice, no, this is
sure.
applicable if you have a website to
Yes,
remarket to,
this
right?
is you.
So
Yeah, yes.
magagamit mo lang siya. Remarketing can only be used pag may website ka. So hindi mo magagawa to sa Lazada and sa Shopee.
No. That's one thing about having your own website, like what I discussed earlier. There's so much customizations you can use, no? So this is one such customization that allows you to really execute, just because it works with a lot of customers' details and a user's details. But again, all of this it's what you call that? It is not confidential. It's something that's very privately done. Okay. So, for example, I am Galo. Then I go to the Havianas.ph na website. I saw a red pair of Havianas top na slippers and I considered buying it. I was like, maybe wag muna ngayon. Okay. But I went to the website. I opened the product. I looked at it for at least 2-3 minutes, reading it and stuff like that, but decided to leave. Now, a few days later, on Facebook, I'm scrolling, or Facebook or on another website scrolling. I was like, I'm gonna buy stuff or whatever. Then I see an ad that says, or I see an ad. I see the slippers that I saw a few days ago following me around. Those or that ad will follow you around up until number one, you buy it finally, or the system feels like you won't buy it anymore at all. So I was just leave. Remarketing strategies like that are very good because a lot of the times people don't really buy something on first go. Like they don't buy like on their first visit. That's
There's a
why,
customer journey.
yes.
Yes.
Number one, it's either because maybe it's just not the time, I don't have the money, or maybe I'm still looking for something else. But you want to keep reminding your customers that they've had that option before, which is why something like remarketing is so great. You only will be able to do this if you have, again, your own website, and if you have a pixel. A pixel is a code that you generate from your ad account, tapos lalagay mo on your website. But again, we won't get into the details. All that's online.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you can only use this on your own platforms, not on Lazada, not on
Yeah.
Shopee, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So take note, guys. Take note of the word Facebook pixel, lalo na if you are doing online marketing on Facebook or IG. A Facebook pixel is a code, no? It's a piece of code. When you open your ads account, you can generate one. And then this code you attach to your website, no? Wherever it is, no? Shopify yan or WordPress WooCommerce. You attach it and then you will get data back and forth from Facebook. Now, there's a question here, no, from
Sure.
Paul John Pena. When to boost and when not to boost?
Okay, great. So every time you put something out on your website or on Facebook, there must be some sort of objective, no? Is the objective of this post to sell, to build your brand, or to inform them about something? For us, boosting or buying ads for a specific post increases the number of eyes who see it or encourages them to do a specific action. For example, if you are posting an event, then definitely I want to make sure that a lot of people are seeing it. So I would definitely boost that. Boost your event so that a lot of people can see it. But if it's just a regular store open hours na post, definitely I could just leave that there and I won't boost it anymore. And there's also those times when you really want to push a specific sale and do what you call those conversion ads. Conversion ads are the ads that really show the ad to only people who would be more inclined to purchase and buy. So the great thing about Facebook is that it only shows your content to people who are more likely to do what you want them to do. It means like and comment or engage, buy, or just view.
Okay. Okay, next slide is content marketing.
Sure. So this
Okay,
is
so
the other side. This is the other
ito
side
yung
of
hindi masyadong mahal gawin,
yes,
pero
this is
kailangan mo
super
ng
free.
tao. Yeah.
Yes. So do you
So,
have a slide?
yeah.
Sorry.
So in content marketing, it's basically social media, Facebook page, and Instagram content or snackable content on either platform, right? And then you have your product videos and guides, no? Ito yung you create a feature video of how a certain wallet looks like or how a blender works. Or you can do video streaming. Ito yung uso sa Shopee. Tapos someone shows you a product, di ba? And then may tinatawag tayong SEO writing, search engine optimization. May writing tayo for that na it considers certain keywords para you can like rank higher in Google search. And then mostly best to write evergreen articles. When we say evergreen articles, these are articles that after 5 years, babalikan ng tao or hindi siya nabubulok, agad-agad online. And then, of course, there is podcasts. It's a new type of media that you can distribute through Spotify. And then you can encourage, usually for mga B2B businesses. So, yon like Cavalry. Cavalry has their own podcast in Spotify called Future Proof. So you can go to Spotify right now, check it out. And that there's a first episode there featuring Peach where she discusses about her business. Ayun. Okay, so we'll move forward. Okay, Galo, there's email marketing. This is something for more of the older people, no, who don't actually use Facebook or Instagram,
Yes.
no? And the beautiful thing about email marketing is you can target people with the emails you've collected, right? And you can throw beautifully made emails like Mango and Zara is a good example here in this visual. And you can communicate and amplify your brand better. So we recommend a lot of brands do this, especially if they have the ability to collect the emails of their customers, right?
So for us in Havianas, we have this 2 emails that we blast out every month. It's the Havianas newsletter. It shows up everything that we've done for the month, and the birthday email. So the birthday email is a discount we give to people when it's their birthday month.
Okay, next. Okay, so these are your kind of your KPIs, right? If you want to track how aware people are about your brand, you check out the reach. If you want to see how many people you've viewed or how much people have gone to your website, you check your consideration. And then for sign-ups, you check your leads, diba? Yung sa leads mo, yung sign-up forms and people who've opted in your email. And then for sales, if you want to track how much sales you have, syempre, how many transactions you've done online. And Shopify shows all of this already in a dashboard. That's the beautiful thing about that. And if you still don't know, Cavalry offers professional development. So if you are still struggling to understand digital marketing, which a lot of people have, and then e-commerce, we actually can help you learn all of this. Just book us a consultation or send us a message in cavalrydigital.com. It comes with guides and manuals. So it's like a tutorial, it's a one-on-one sit-down tutorial online and will help you understand all of this. So just go to our website. Lance, our intern, will link you to our website and the professional development part of it. And just message us, hit us up in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So I think that's it for digital. Galo, is there anything more you would like to discuss with us?
I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Unless there's something specific that you want me to discuss.
I think we can now start answering certain questions, and we're gonna have a little bit more time, no? For this, mga around 10 more minutes. We'll give 10 more minutes for this before we wrap up. So there are certain questions like,
Sure.
Okay, this is from Peach, actually, Galo. I think this is for you. How do I predict which items will sell or no longer sell? And how far ahead should I try to forecast given the current unpredictability and instability of the market? Most of my buyers are recurring customers, which is okay. But I'd like to broaden my brand's reach online. How do I do that? This is where Peach, yung kasama natin kanina sa video, and she's still here.
Hi, Peach. So for us, same. We have the same thing happening in Havianas, no. So we have a lot of styles that we're going to be releasing the next few months, but then definitely we want to be able to forecast correctly. Uh, I use two platforms to do this. So number one is a free platform called Trends, Google Trends. Google Trends allows me to see the number of volume a specific keyword is in a country or in a specific area. Meaning, if there are designs that you are leaning towards, you can definitely input that on Google and it will show you the interest over time. So that's great. So one such example I did that for was when we had a Adventure Time. Adventure Time ba? Or no, Rick and Morty yon. Rick and Morty na pair, na Havianas pair. We were thinking about should we sell this or should we not sell this in the Philippines and stuff like that. For us, we were saying we have to sell it because in the Philippines we saw another trend line for Rick and Morty was so big. So once we brought it here in the Philippines, within 2-3 days of it being deployed to the stores, it sold out. So that's one. Another one I think would be more up to your speed, especially if you create your own designs and you design your own stuff, is WGSN. So WGSN, I think you're aware of WGSN. Yes, great. So WGSN is a trend forecasting a website. It's a service that what they do is they're a company that collects a lot of trends. They're what do you call this? Fashion trends around the world, and they create very detailed reports that they release every day or every week. So those are the two platforms that we really look at because a platform like WGSN, they look more forward. They're more forward thinking. While while a tool like Google Trends really gives you a pulse of what's happening now and what's happened before. So I think those are the two ones that we can definitely use.
Thank you. That's very informative.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you.
so we have other questions pa. Okay, we'll just go back to the very start kasi nandun yung questions. Okay, so is it okay to start a business during the pandemic? I think we've already answered that, right? That it's okay as long as you are prepared, right? So if you're prepared with the right knowledge and the right tools, it's okay to start a business during the pandemic as long as you know, right, what you're doing. So if you still don't know, that's why we're here. You can contact us, right? Hi. Hi. Oh, ito Galo, this is for you. How do you filter audience in Facebook and Instagram? Asked by Dior D.
So great. There are these things on Facebook called placements. When you buy ads on Facebook, it will basically ask you if you want to put it only on Facebook or Facebook partners or just Instagram. It's an option that you can do on your ad. You just click, which by default Facebook puts your ad on all the platforms and all the possible placements. But if you're more if you only want specific people like on Instagram, tick off Facebook and just select Instagram. So it's very easy to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Should I pay for social media ads? What are the strategies and tools?
So
This is from Justin.
If your goal is to sell stuff online, I would always say yes, boost everything. But make sure you're looking at the revenue you get back. There will always be somebody who will be buying your what you call that stuff. That's what I realized. People will always buy something, but then it comes at a certain price. You have to check your return on ad spend, or you always have to measure that specific metric. It's basically the ratio of how many or how much you spend based compared to how many transactions you get. If you are spending more money than you are selling, then of course it doesn't make sense. So just cut it. Sell something else.
Got it. Okay, there's another question. Kendra will read from Facebook naman because we have actually viewers from Facebook, no? Okay.
Yeah, so Joselito asked, when should we build our own website or when we should rely on third-party platforms like Lazada and Shopee? Is it better to do both?
I think I can answer this. And then Galo can pitch in an answer also. You can do what you want, right? There's no stopping you kung anong gusto mong gawin. But we recommend, if you're gonna invest your time naman din on doing this whole business, do the best out of it, right? Which is building your own platform. Because you're putting time in it naman din. Like, you'll put time in Lazada to upload stuff. Why not just put time in creating your own platform? Para people can look for you, people can find you, you can create trust for your customers na, okay, this brand is legit because it has its own platform and website online. And, ang dami kasi in Lazada, for example, Lazada and Shopee, a lot of the sellers are from China. These are not Filipino brands. Okay? And every time you check out there, minsan, akala mo you're buying locally. Yung pala, it's gonna be shipped pa from China. So, medyo, it's also part that we wanna create better buying and selling here in the Philippines and to support local. That's part of it. And having your own platform amplifies your business, right? But there's no problem naman then opening your own Lazada and Shopee, because some people, what they do, they open their own Shopify website, their own platform, pero they also distribute in Shopee and Lazada, because they want to tap into that market also. So there's no problem as long as you can balance it, diba? And if you can't balance it, I'd rather you stick to some platform that you can control 100%, where when people sign up to your website, diba, you know that their customers, it's basically validated that they like your product, right? Because a lot of people will go to Lazada or Shopee and they would just go around, not necessarily, minsan may mga tao dyan, like me, I would just check out just because I like the item, but I won't necessarily buy it. Diba? So having your own platform gives you that power, extra power to boost your brand and amplify it, right? And you can create trust, diba? And it's a what they call a revenue generating asset. So basically, you're investing in an asset online that gives you revenue, diba? Income, right? Yon. So Galo, what's your thoughts on this?
Sure. I will attack this more from like a marketing perspective. Okay. So in marketing, we have what we call the conversion funnel, right? It's like a funnel. It's like an inverted triangle. On top, it's awareness. In the middle, it's consideration. And below, it's conversion. If you're a brand na starting out, I wouldn't really use a platform like Lazada or Zalora or Shopee because it makes it so hard for you to fulfill the awareness part. The awareness part because you are battling so many other products and brands on the same platform. But if you have your own platform, definitely having your own website will allow you to fulfill that awareness part. Why? They can learn more about your brand. They could see, they could really see all the products that you have, and then they can basically fall in love with your brand. It gives you that option. But if you're a bigger brand, like for example, if you're like a Unilever or a whatever, the awareness part, it doesn't even matter to you because everybody knows your product.
Yeah,
Maybe
everybody
only
knows it.
then I would consider doing a Lazada or a Shopee or Zalora. Then because people know your brand, and when you're on Lazada and Shopee, a lot of the times they have like a double or like a big sale within the month, and magdi-discount ka doon. If you're not a big, not an established brand yet, I would not dip my toes into Lazada or Shopee yet. So that's the big, that's my big, how you would differentiate of whether you should put your own website or your own marketing platform or on Lazada or Shopee.
Yeah. Okay. There's another question here. I think Peach can answer this, no? Kasi this is from a perspective of a entrepreneur. Given the limited movement, resources, and not so stable internet connection, and to some limited availability. What are the possible ways that would work in this given scenario? Okay, so parang he's saying na parang, ano, it's kind of vague, but like, I get her na parang, what are the different options that we can do right now for the business to run in this condition? So is there something you did, Peach, when you were running your Shopify platform and website? Is there something you did to, go over these issues that we're suffering right now in the Philippines?
A lot of my sales came from Shopify, but from the beginning, I had to reach out with to my friends, to family, to the community actually, and then from there, word of mouth kind of plays in. So there's nothing more valuable than word of mouth, I believe. If you have a really standout product, that should help already with pushing it, and people would eventually look for it. There are times would be people who would randomly message me that they saw this person wearing one of my things in the street and they would be directed to my Instagram. So I don't think it heavily relies on, of course it does, but generally I feel like if you have a solid product, just put it out there, reach out to friends, and let it all just play out from there.
Got it. So there's another question here from Sabina Allen C. Ma from DLSU. What the government has said so far vis-a-vis their feasibility applicability to this uncertain times? If the government's prescribed courses of action are impractical, what can you suggest? Okay, guys. So what can you suggest for this? Galo, you have an answer for this?
Sorry, suggest for what? I didn't catch that.
It says here, what courses of action are impractical and what can you suggest when putting up a business?
Okay. I was like, are we gonna get political?
Yeah. It sounds like that kasi may nakalagay government and
yeah.
But what I think she's trying to say kasi na parang walang mga gantong webinar na tumatakbo to help people.
Okay.
Give them a plan and a solid plan on how to go through this.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at Tesla's website on specific courses that you can take. But then for me, I would say that right now the citizens of the internet are more vocal. So that's why we have webinars like this where we really put together courses that you can take to really inform you. But at the end of the day, if it's like something to do with digital marketing, it's all on the internet. Number one.
Yeah.
I would go to Google Academy or I will go to Facebook to learn all of it there. If you want to learn more about that, learn about that there. Next one, in the selling part, definitely sell. I think we have a lot of groups like barter groups now. Who would have thought a business model like that would work? But it would only work right now in the pandemic, diba? And all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then lastly, this is something that I was always scared of it. Like once the pandemic started, I thought, oh my God, what if they let me go and stuff like that. We have that nagging feeling in the back of your head. You don't know how secure your job is.
Yeah.
I would say that as early as now, try to find a way to digitize whatever you're doing. Like if you are a seller, number one, sell online. If you are if you are a freelancer or whatever, do a lot more freelance stuff online. Or if you have absolutely nothing you can do that you can do online, learn something new. I would definitely try to learn something new. Because in the next few months, it's very uncertain. But what's very certain right now is the internet. It's kind of like, it's kind of elitist to say, we're all going to be in the internet. But it's a necessity right now.
Yes, correct.
As a teacher, my next few terms are going to be online. I'm going to be teaching online. And as a brand head or as a digital marketing head, we've launched full Shopee Lazada campaigns from me being inside my room. Like it was like a few weeks ago, we did 6/6 on Lazada. Great sales, super great sales. And we ran all of that from inside my room.
Wow.
Like, yeah, from inside my room. Like I
You
was
didn't,
doing.
di ka na nagbihis, di
No,
ba?
I didn't. Like, there are days when from 9 a.m. I've had a meeting and it goes all the way until 5, and I just wake up mga 10 minutes before the meeting. It's video off, so it's okay. People don't see the disgrace and all of that. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is you have to find a way to turn whatever you're doing online, because that's going to give you the stability that we need in the next few months.
Got it. Okay. Um, Albert Cabriga Lee asks, how can we adapt with the digital technology since it's expensive and we are on downtime in the economy? People cannot afford it, especially the SMEs. Okay, so what do you think?
I don't think it's expensive. So again, maybe you were looking for,
Starbucks.
yeah, it's not expensive. It's really not expensive. I would just have to define what is your ano ba? Number one, just make sure what is expensive to you. Is
Yeah.
like 10,000 expensive, 5,000 expensive, or whatever.
Correct.
Because again, like what I said a while ago, you can have an ad budget of 100 a day and you're good.
Mm,
If you're a business, you have to reevaluate when you go online. There always has to be budget for ads or budget for marketing. Because if you have no marketing budget, then walang bibili ng stuff mo. Easy as that.
correct. Okay. So, well, on my thoughts on it, again, it's not really expensive because if you go online, it's actually cheaper to operate online, right? And if you're saying it's expensive, I think this comes from your fear or lack of knowledge, and that's why Cavalry is here to help you out. That hey, this doesn't cost so much. A very basic Shopify account is only what 3.5 Starbucks ventis, or the middle one, yung $50 something a month is only what 15 cups of Starbucks. That's Starbucks ventis every 2 days. So, or sabihin natin it's a date in Vikings. Kumain ka lang doon, di ba?
For one person.
For one person, di ba? Or kung may date ka, kumain ka sa Italianis, 2,000 pesos, around 2,000 pesos yung spend mo. So, is it expensive? Not really. Maybe for the smaller ones, they might find it a little bit expensive. But that's why there is a cheaper version of Shopify to help you around with that, right? And you don't need to spend so much.
So the great thing about digital, when you're doing anything digital, is there's always a plan for your specific, spending power.
Yes.
So with Facebook, it's like that. With Google, it's like that. With Shopify, it's like that. There's always a specific price point that you can enter. So I've been seeing, and like, for example, Spotify itself. So Spotify is only like 100 pesos a month, and that's digital already. So whatever product you're looking at, so kasi see like something like Magento is free actually.
Yeah, it is.
Magento is free, but then all you really need is very deep understanding of web development.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that, something like Shopify would be perfect. Because parang they're doing all the coding work for you, they're doing all the setup for you and stuff like that. So again, depending on where you are or what you're willing to spend, there's a specific digital service for you.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't generalize it as mahal siya at all.
Yeah. Okay. Krisha Marie O. Perez asks, first, how do you set up an effective online marketing strategy for a new business? And two, how can you set up an ordering system for food business?
So I'll answer the marketing spend part.
Yes, marketing na lang.
So yeah, so the first part, I would put all my budget into awareness and consideration. Meaning I want all the eyes, I want to reach as many people as I can. With a budget like 1,000 pesos a day, you could reach anywhere, depending on the like you could reach anywhere from 50 to 100,000 people on Facebook. So that alone is already in your belt. And then it's up to you na lang to make sure, it's up to your branding to make sure and how engaging you want to be.
Okay. And then number two, how can you set up an ordering system for food business? Okay. This one's kind of easy, right? If you have a Shopify site that has your menu already in there, all that people need to do is check out that order, right? So once they check it out, this is where Jeff from Last Mile comes in. Kasi now it's the same day thing, right? So Jeff comes in with Last Mile's maybe deliveries.ph where he books you can book on his platform yung multiple rides kasi marami kang orders, and then you can place an order from there na deliver it na agad kasi it's a it's an expensive thing pa to have two phones and have two Grab apps, right? So you just use Last Mile to deploy your orders, right? And Last Mile does that for you. Okay. Next question. Okay, I think that's it. My other questions pa, siguro we'll do a last question na lang. Okay, let's check na lang what the last questions can be. Do you have any questions on Facebook, Kendra, that we can address? Okay, so yung mga nasa YouTube ngayon, this is your time, no? Send in your questions kasi in 10 minutes from now, we're ending this webinar, no? Medyo matagal na yung webinar. And if hindi nasagot yung question mo, follow us on our group. Our intern will put it on the chat, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, so you get updated. We're also on Spotify for the podcast. And syempre, visit the website of Cavalry Digital. Paymongo if you still don't know how payment online works. And Last Mile for your logistical solutions. So Kendra, there's another question.
Val Australia from Facebook is asking, how is the implementing taxation law for product promotion online? How about under the table acts?
Parang sinasabi niya, parang ayaw niya magbayad ng tax. But Michelle, tell us, how do we price our products for Ava? Oh, is she still here? Michelle? Oh, Michelle is gone. I think she's not here anymore. Anyway, so to answer that question, no, you gotta build in the tax when you're marking up or adding margin to your products. Basically, pwedeng mo i-compute yung tax mo na kasama na doon, right? And in Shopify, there's an option where you can add your tax. Kung gusto mo kasama na doon sa ano mo. But well, for us kasi, what we do, we add it na sa product. We build it into the product already. So, ayun, Michelle is not here. Sayang, she's not gonna be able to answer that. Okay, other questions? Okay, wala na. Paul John Peña has been very active. Arg is very active. Chill out, Perry. Okay, thank you so much. Kung wala nang tanong, I think it's time to end it. No? Peach, do you have questions pa for Galo before we move on? Wala na rin. Meron, she's still there. Okay. Do you have other questions that you'd like to ask?
How effective would you say email marketing is?
Definitely email marketing is what we use to really get people to come back. I would say it's more of what do you call that? Remarketing. It's not really to acquire new people. It's just really to get people engaged.
Okay.
It's very nice because in Havianas, we have a lot of loyal customers, and they really like to read the newsletters every month. So that's something they really like to do still.
All right. I actually recently started like a blog on my website. Is that also a good?
Definitely, yeah. So blogs and EDMs and emails, we normally put that with the brand building aspect of digital marketing. Right. So the more people know about your brand, and the more they understand about it, the more they fall in love with it.
Okay.
So a lot of the times, like, it's so funny. You see a lot of these like what's that, hype beastie like t-shirt brands pop up every now and then, but what they really lack, they think that once they make it, somebody will buy it immediately, but no, they still have to understand and really fall in love with the brand first before you do that. And definitely doing like emails and like blogs and stuff like that would definitely help.
Because I've noticed actually when business slows down, I can always count on the recurring customers. And
Exactly. Yes.
the more they transact with me, the more I get to know them. I get to
Yeah.
know they have kids and this and that. And yeah.
Definitely. And I love that you do that.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of people who are just like, once they made their sale, they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely you want to keep them coming back.
All right. Thank you.
Sure. I saw your masks. I want to buy one.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, si Peach sells masks and PPEs, by the way. Oh,
Very stylish
correct.
one.
Do you have other questions, pa Peach?
Sorry?
Do you have other questions?
No, I'm good. I'll contact him directly if ever.
Great.
Sure, no
Sige.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it. There's so many questions. There's like around 450 questions and we can't answer it all. So, magpa 5:30 na. Kailangan natin umuwi.
We're already home.
Oh yeah, you're home. Well, I'm here in the office. I'm doing work. So, my last question here today, businesses share the same type of merchandise. Okay, this is more of a theoretical thing, and we can't answer this. Okay. This is a business naman. What's a nice business daw to open in your community, no? Right now, sabi niya, some of us don't have the capacity for long distance transportation of merchandise, limiting the number and types of goods that we can sell. What do you think is the most suitable online business opportunity for those people who only want to do business around their community, no? So that's asked by Christian Manolito Galvez. I think he's a student, no? So I think Peach is a good example of what you can do in her Merville community. Right? So Peach kasi sells masks and PPEs. And for other people naman who want to sell in their community, I think you have to create lang a group in Facebook and sell your products there and capture payments properly online. Kung community yan, it's so much easier to do. It's so much harder to sell Metro Manila, right? It's so much harder to sell the whole Philippines, right? Marami kang taong ita-target. But if it's only a community, it's very easy to do. Anything PPE, protective equipment is sellable right now. So you got to check your market. It should be a market-driven endeavor. Check the needs of people. A lot of people are buying alcohol, disinfectants, those foot baths, right? Those sanitizing products. That's a big hit right now. And Ava is actually going to come out with a store called Ava Essentials, where we are targeting people who are buying into like PPEs and all of the sanitizing products. So yeah, I think you just have to pivot into that direction, right? What the market needs right now.
Can I
Right?
chime in?
Yeah.
Recently, actually, like my family wanted to do something also because a lot of their time is spent at home. So my brother, we have like a few family recipes that, you know, our maid can do or my mom can help out. And we just posted in the community, and usually, you know, the market is very overwhelming. People really want to eat. So if there's something that a family heirloom of food maybe or drinks or something, I think that would be a good starter as to if you want to earn a little extra income here and there, because it's something that's needed every day.
Yeah, agree. Okay, so I think that's it. Meron pa ba? Wala na. Questions coming in? No more. Okay. Thank you everyone. Nagpapa-shout out si Edmond Ochoa. Pa-mention naman po yung mga prof and students of BS Entrepreneurship from Quezon City University. Edmond, if you want us to talk to your school, or actually we can't do that kasi may EZQ, no? We can actually do a webinar. For DLSU students, we're actually doing parang a one-on-one webinar Kendra and I will be talking about, because Kendra is from DLSU, no? And we're going to talk about how you can create a better portfolio, a better resume and CV, because you guys apparently have this weird CV format that they just spread around in school, right? And we're going to discuss about that in an upcoming thing just for DLSU students. And if you guys from your Quezon City University are interested, hit us up on Cavalry Digital or message me on Instagram, Patrick Segovia. We can help you out and create a a webinar for you online. Okay.
And
gosh, those
also, if
CDs.
anyone else has questions that we weren't able to cover, don't forget to join our online community. It's on Facebook, and our team will be blasting it onto the chats. Feel free to join, drop your questions there. We'll be answering whatever questions you guys have left. And you can also go there for support with everyone else. It's a community that we want to build for online entrepreneurs as well. And you can also get the latest updates from us at Cavalry from there, so fresh off the press and everything.
Okay, guys. I think that's it. Thank you for your time, Galo, Last Mile, Jeff, and Josh from
Thank you.
Paymongo. Tell us, Josh, where can we reach you? Is he still there? Jeff na lang. Is Jeff still there? Jeff, are you still there? Okay, I think they're gone. Or naka-mute. They're still in the call though. But yeah, so you just go to their website. That's Paymongo, Last Mile, and Cavalry, of course. So that's me, Patrick Segovia from Cavalry, Galo del Carmen from.
Please go to the Havianas website. Look for something. You might find something you want on Havianas.ph or Lazada or Shopee.
And Peach, may bago kang hat dyan. I-promote mo na yung bago mong hat.
Oh, don't take it off.
We can't hear you. You're mute, naka-mute ka. But yeah, my Peach is doing bucket hats now, apparently. Okay, wala. We can't hear you, Peach. We can't hear you. Oh, may mask din siya.
Hi, I'm going to plug the mask.
Yeah, mag-plug in ka na ng mask mo.
Thank you.
Okay. And then that's me and Kendra signing out. Don't forget to reach us out in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is the team. Okay. Cavalry Digital's team. Okay. Thank you for coming to this webinar. I hope we were able to answer a lot of your questions. Medyo ang dami, 450. So we just had to select the most relevant ones. If you guys, again, have questions, don't hesitate in going to our website at cavalrydigital.com. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Next month, we have a webinar with Union Bank naman. Hopefully, may time na sila to talk with us. So, okay, Galo, thank you. Peach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yon, Jeff, if you're still there, and Josh, thank you for your time. And this is where we end it. Salamat.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for coming. Hannah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. You just have to rewind the whole thing. Thank you for coming. We're ending the stream now. Salamat.